Hello, this is Matt, and I welcome you to this guided meditation to let go of attachment. A deep sleep hypnosis for letting go of past negative energy and emotion. And I wonder how you would feel knowing that with continued practice, you will learn to free yourself from the flow of unhelpful thoughts, the negative emotions attached to past events, as you drift down and experience a deep, restful sleep. At Self Health Hypnosis, we believe there is always light somewhere in the darkness, guiding you to discover your personal strengths and be the hero of your own journey. So I wonder when you will choose to start a new story, because you are here now. We are certain part of you is committed now to the process of letting go of negative attachments. So I will suggest you take time now to prepare yourself. Firstly, to find a quiet peace, and find an environment where you can focus on you and allow yourself to relax, and in your own way find calm. And I will give you a minute or so to find quiet, to close doors or blinds, so you might just like to carefully listen to my instructions as we ready you to search within yourself now and find the skills always available now to take positive steps forward toward peace. And perhaps you have noticed we live in a world that bombards our senses and competes for our captive attention. And it is with our so-called conscious mind that we maintain our sense of self-importance. And through that sense of self, we justify our internal thoughts, our behaviors, and actions. But I wonder if, like me, you find yourself questioning the utility of self-protective thoughts. And perhaps, like me, you have events and attachments you want to leave in the past. And maybe you have even noticed that an awareness of the fact you must let go to move forward is not always enough to take that step, to do something different now. So when you are ready and in your own time, finding that comfortable position. It could be in your soft, warm bed or a comfortable chair, and just feeling your body relax now. Perhaps noticing how your limbs, your torso, and each muscle in your body settles and remembers what it feels like each time you get into your bed. Pull the covers back over you and relax. And maybe as you relax in comfort, your eyes are starting to blink. And I wonder if after a busy day, your eyes are feeling tired and your eyelids heavy. And it is okay to be aware of your eyes and of how you are in control, and how you could close them should you wish. And that's fine. Just close them a moment. And you may want to drift down into a deep state of trance. Because as you relax, your eyes closed, you are already halfway there. That's right. With your eyes closed, you can begin to relax. Though at first you may be more aware of some things than you were before. The sounds outside, or even the sounds inside the room. The relaxing tone of my voice. The sensations in your hands or in your feet. Or maybe the thoughts of images that drift into your mind automatically. Because with your eyes closed, it becomes easier and easier to become more and more aware of a variety of things that otherwise might be overlooked or ignored. Thoughts, feelings, sensations, and the alteration of awareness as the mind begins to experience that gradual letting go. Perhaps even letting go of any effort it takes to be aware of exactly where your arms are positioned, or your hands, and even your fingers, or even the effort it takes to be aware of which leg seems to relax more quickly or completely than the other. But the simple truth is that it takes time to experience that letting go. And in your own time and in your own way, as you begin to learn even more than before about your own ability to relax and let go. And the mind begins to flow down to that place of quietness and calm awareness. A place that almost seems to give off signals, that direct awareness down toward it, into it more and more completely, to a place of effortless relaxation and letting go, where even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. And it's so much easier now simply to relax and to allow events to occur almost by themselves. A drifting down and a drifting back upwards toward the surface of wakeful awareness at times. And that's fine. It all belongs to you, because you have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand, and to respond to those things I might say, without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for that conscious mind to just get out of the way and to just allow you to relax and enjoy that drifting down into a place of quiet calmness and effortless awareness. An awareness of many things different, without needing to make an effort. even to remember exactly how to make the effort it might take to notice the exact position of the arms or legs or your entire body. Perhaps of the arms that feel warm and heavy, and your legs that feel warm and heavy, because the entire body feels so warm and heavy, tired, comfortable, and relaxed. And that part of your being, perhaps it is your body, or you are directed by a greater unconscious mind, that storehouse of your inner resources that clearly sees your reality and wants to embody through you an experience that is better. And I wonder if that powerful part of you that is always aware now has risen up as you continue to let go of any conscious control and allow yourself to experience that calm and comfort you now enjoy as your entire body now seems to float in time and space. That free floating place of effortless letting go and allowing events to occur in their own time and in their own way. That's right. And perhaps your unconscious mind can allow that drifting to occur, while the conscious mind drifts off someplace else entirely. Now, that's right. And in your own time and in your own way, aware of events that occur along the way, as the unconscious mind begins to utilize that opportunity to alter your experience and to continue that learning in whatever way is the right way for you. Learning that feeling of letting go and of allowing the unconscious mind to assume more and more responsibility for guiding and directing awareness as you continue to explore your own abilities and capacities to learn as you relax. As you relax and enter that trance more and more completely, more and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly than before. That's right. And I know that sometimes it is difficult to relax and to just let go of those reminders, the words we hear and the images we see, the thoughts our mind presents to us just for our consideration. And sometimes those words and pictures that float through our conscious mind, the negative and the positive, is just our natural active intelligence giving us a heads up, reminding us of the things that might be of worry or concern, and guiding us towards actions that it believes will keep you safe in this moment. But what if I told you at this moment now, you are in control? And if you lie there in warm comfort, your eyes comfortably closed, then clearly you have chosen this moment for mindfulness, relaxation, and self-awareness. And the truth is, I don't know how those thoughts and emotions, all those negative attachments, emerge for you. And I am sure you are aware of those situations and moments past when you have reacted to thoughts with stress and have found yourself hooked, stuck in the loop of overthinking, burdened by negative emotions attached to events past. And I wonder if you know that this is a normal reaction and completely human. And there is nothing wrong with a thought that commands our attention, as even a worrying thought can lead us to take positive action that makes our experience even better. And sometimes a negative thought can be helpful and lead us to mindfully make a positive choice. And I wonder what happens for you when the words and images that represent your thoughts enter your conscious awareness. Do you quickly bite that hook and find yourself momentarily stuck, replaying images and internal dialogue, having allowed yourself to become lost in the feelings that accompany that unhelpful thought? And I wonder if in those moments you notice yourself hooked, drawn into examining your thoughts, yet fighting to escape the feelings that are attached to them. And perhaps you can imagine a better approach, can you not? To step back and understand that any negative thought is not the enemy, and that a negative thought can be useful when it helps direct your conscious will and action towards an outcome you want. And best of all, you can eventually learn to step back and notice the thoughts that naturally come to mind. And rather than tire and fight the presence of those thoughts, you can see thoughts for what they are, just messages that are helpful or not. And I wonder if you will learn in those moments. You see yourself starting to fight the negative thoughts and feelings, that you can see the hook for what it is. Because in this moment now, you have committed in the present to relax and become absorbed in the practice of mindfulness. That's right. In this moment, now, you are safe. And I know that sometimes it is difficult to relax or to learn how to relax more than you have before. And so, as you sit there with your eyes closed and begin to become aware of your own thoughts and your own sensations, maybe you would like to remind yourself that our thoughts are just like the energy of ocean waves, words and images that continuously move in and out of our conscious awareness. And in those moments where your intelligent conscious mind dangles an unhelpful or negative thought before you, you can respond in a way that is helpful and choose to simply pause and in your own time take a deep, relaxing breath and observe that hook moving about in the waves of your consciousness. Because here and now, relaxed and comfortable, you have available to you powerful self-awareness, and there is no need to take the bait. And better still, you can combine the healing power of relaxed breathing with your powerful imagination. And I wonder if you know that at its core, that is all hypnosis truly is. Hypnosis is simply the state of absorption you are experiencing now. The powerful decision you have made in this moment to direct your focus to the words I use, the sensation of your breath, to any thought, feeling, memory, or wonderfully positive expectation. You might be curious to know that hypnosis cannot take away your control, and by itself, the relaxing experience of trance cures nothing. Rather, hypnosis is the vehicle that empowers you with the abilities and realizations that will ultimately help. One of the most important things I have learned as a psychotherapy professional, and as a person who struggles with worry and anxiety, is the profound yet simple notion now that what we focus on, we amplify. And you may have heard that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. And my suggestions are only here to guide you, like an usher at the theatre that guides you through the dark to your seat with the light of a torch. And as part of you takes your seat there in the theatre, and you settle in comfort, there is another part of you here now, relaxing more and more deeply, allowing yourself to float across time and space. Yes, there is a part of you always willing to transcend the moments you experience in the world each day. Just like when you sit down in the theatre and allow yourself to let your conscious mind take a rest and become lost in a great movie. And it is a captivating thought, is it not? To know that your unconscious mind is infinite and can be anywhere. And your conscious mind can be here in calm and in comfort. And I don't know just how comforting it is to know. You can choose in any conscious moment to powerfully partner with your imagination, to relax deeper. And as you relax into your seat, and you can just take a deep breath, knowing in this space you are safe, a place only for you, seated in the middle of the theatre of your imagination. That's right. And perhaps you are here now, because of unresolved issues, attachments, and negative energies and emotions there in the past. And you might like to drift back now to a time before any of those events, before any of the negative attachments and unhelpful emotions. And as you then drift slowly forwards, you can get a sense of all those negative attachments forming slides in your mind, almost like the slides of a movie film. And you find yourself now in the safety of your theatre, looking up at the blank movie screen before you. I wonder if you would like to use your imagination and take control of your story. Perhaps seeing yourself seated in the middle of the theatre as you drift up out of your body and up to the projector room where the camera is at the back of the cinema. And looking out through the little square window, you can see yourself sitting in your seat, observing yourself completely relaxed and looking up at the blank screen. Beside you, you see the movie projector, and you immediately decide to press the power button and watch as it boots and clicks and lights up. A few moments pass and you look out the square window to the screen that is filled with a still image, a screensaver, if you like. And you are curious to observe that this image is of you, standing outside of a room in front of a set of big, heavy, grey iron doors. Intrigued by this image, you remember that this is the theatre of your unconscious imagination, and anything you will see on the screen before you is only there to help you let go of old attachments and push past negative emotions down a new path towards pleasure and happiness. So now, and in a moment when I say, you will press the start button and run the movie. Remember that this is just a film, and you are just going to observe yourself seated in your theatre, watching it. Perhaps with an understanding sense of comfort and ease. You decide to press the start button to watch the slides of your film. And you watch the screen as the image of yourself stuck and still comes to life. And you see yourself move forwards towards the big heavy grey doors and open them with confidence. And you see yourself in this film enter the room without hesitation And at that moment you look down out the square window and see yourself seated in the theatre, watching yourself on screen and wondering how you might react. You look back to the screen to observe the room opens up into the great expanse of time and space. And just like you imagined a few moments ago, the images on the screen are of a time before any of the negative events, a time before the emergence of negative attachments and any unhelpful emotions. Fascinated, you step forward into time and space. And with each step, you can get a sense of the negative events, the negative memories, unresolved issues, and past attachments. And you see them in the movie playing out before you. And from the safety of the projector room, you remember this is just a film, and you are just observing yourself sitting in the theatre, watching it. And as you watch from the projector room and observe yourself seated in the theatre, watching yourself on the screen in your own movie, stepping forward through the negative events and difficult memories past. You find yourself looking through all the negative events of the past, unresolved issues, attachments, and negative emotions. And you see through all this yet another set of doors on the other side of time and space. Again, remembering that this is just a film and you are just watching it. You see yourself pass confidently through your past, passing the many scenes that once were, and here and now you watch yourself as you walk out those big grey iron doors and close them behind you, safe and sound. And with the doors of the past closed tightly behind you, you now stop the film. And as you gaze down on the projector, you notice a number of other buttons. Buttons you could press and choose how you could watch your walk through time and space. The rewind button captures your attention, and as you press it, the projector makes a whooshing sound, and immediately everything you watched before flashes on the screen before you, quickly going backwards, making that swishing sound until once again you are looking at the still picture of yourself outside those big grey doors. Again, you look at the projector and you see several buttons under the title Modes. Interested, you press one and it lights up. You again press play and the movie begins again. And as you watch yourself watching the movie, you notice how it all seems black and white and grainy, almost like those old wartime newsreels. And you can watch yourself watching the old grainy movie, and you decide to have a little fun with the film. Pressing fast forward and watching yourself, watching the slides quickly flick through to the moment you see yourself standing safely behind the big grey double doors. And you decide to have a little fun with the projector, pressing fast forward and watching yourself, watching the slides quickly flick through as you pass through time and space and see yourself on the screen behind the big grey double doors, safe and sound. Enjoying the sense of control, you again press rewind, this time holding it, watching yourself, watching the film, rewind back even more quickly than before. You hear that swishing sound as those old memories flash by like a black and white blur. The movie eventually stopping still, with you standing on the screen outside the big grey double doors. You press play again and see yourself on the screen enter the room with confidence and calm. And remembering this is just a film, you choose to re-watch some of the old memories and ignore others. And as you take control of the projector, you notice that the fast forward and rewind changes how you see the events and the images on screen. And as you watch yourself, watching the old, grainy, dark, messy film, you observe that certain parts have been skipped and are missing, and other parts seem completely different. And you know, we all wish certain events went differently, and that we were able to do or say things we never did. And I wonder how you would feel to know that outside our conscious awareness, these things can be done or said in a way that resolves any issues and allows us to let go, putting attachments firmly in the past. And I wonder now if you would like to take as long as you need over the next few minutes or over the coming days as you drift off to sleep and dream, to work through all those memories and to let go of attachments. As you watch yourself seated in the theatre, watching that grainy old movie now. That's right. Watch yourself walk through the room and out of the door to the other side. Watching as you close the door behind you, safe and sound. Stop the film. Rewind the film and hear that swishing, swirling rewind sound as you flick back through and see yourself once again outside the room in front of those big grey double doors. So now, drop back down into your body, seated in the middle of the cinema, and stand up and walk up to the you that you see on screen, and thank that you. Thank them for doing that for you. And reach out with your imagination and with your conscious energy. Pull them into you so that they become a part of you once again. And from today, no matter how hard you try, you will never experience fear or negative emotions again. The harder you try to remember moments past, the more grainy and messy the images will appear, and the more any attachments and emotions will drift further and further away. As you now allow the past to be left right back in the past, while focusing instead on what you have to look forward to in the future. And isn't it wonderful that you don't even have to consciously know what you have to look forward to? And you can just allow your unconscious to guide you toward positivity and absolute happiness, while you focus on continuing to opening new doors and to stepping confidently forward, leaving those big grey double doors behind you.